Guys, and welcome back to my channel. I've been talking a lot about how I wanted to add the paranormal aspect of my life into my videos, and so I'm starting today. I wish I'd start a lot sooner because I've been to so many places that I haven't really full-on shared with you guys the entire experience. So just to introduce who I am a little bit more, you guys know who I am, and I don't really like to say that I am a paranormal investigator. I like to investigate the paranormal. I have been seeing things since I was a small child. I was definitely under the age of 8 the first time that I saw a ghost, which was in the house that we were living at. And my mother also confirmed this experience with me years later when we were older, that I used to freak her out when I talked about it, because then she knew that I was seeing the ghost that she had already known was there. So that's kind of how it started, but I'm not going to get into that in this video. All I'm going to say is that I can see, hear, feel, smell spirits. I don't always get to choose which one of these senses comes through. It's weird. It's something that I'm trying to work on and that I don't completely understand. But I am 100% a sensitive. I was with a paranormal investigation team during my mixed martial arts career. They actually sought me out to come and do a show with them. And then they continued to use me, and I became part of the group for my sensitivity to spirits. A lot of times I would feel something or feel like I could see something, so they would take a photo of it or videotape it. And oftentimes that's when we did find the evidence through our investigation. A lot of times I've smelt smells of old spirits. I've smelled cigar smoke or cigarette smoke or perfume, urine. I've smelled really bad things. So I'm really trying to still figure out myself through life, and that's why, like I said, I do not like to put a label on what I am. But the thing with me most is my feeling. I absorb all sorts of energies in actual life with people in my day-to-day life, and so when I go out into the paranormal, I feel like I feel what maybe perhaps they were experiencing when they passed, or what they're experiencing right now, or they're trying to tell me something. I get very sick, I get headaches, I get nauseous, I've been to the point where I can't even breathe whatsoever. When we were in the Freetown forest, actually during this experience, while we were leaving, I was having a super heavy feeling in my chest to the point that I couldn't breathe, and then it got worse and worse. It almost felt like something was trying to hold me back into the forest as we were walking out. It actually scared me so much that I only whispered it to my husband and didn't let my kids hear at the time. So that's the best way to describe. I do see spirits. I've seen apparitions. I've seen mists. I've seen full-bodied apparitions. I've seen half of a body apparitions. I've seen shadow figures. I've been touched. I've been through it all. So I will share some of my experiences with you guys as we go along through these videos, and I will share at the end of this video some of the experiences also that I had while we were in the forest. So we are getting into talking about the Freetown forest and the Bridgewater Triangle. The Bridgewater Triangle is something that I completed this year. I had done the Freetown forest many, many moons ago. I think the first time I did the Freetown forest is when I was with another paranormal team. Then I went back to the Freetown forest when I started doing it on my own, but I wasn't properly collecting evidence. So what I'm trying to do throughout these investigations now is not just use my seeing, hearing, and feeling, but I'm also experiencing with paranormal equipment. So I'm trying to get myself familiarized with everything so I can use more than what I feel or what I see, because I can't always express that to my audience. And most of the time when I'm seeing things, you're not seeing them, and people around me aren't seeing them either. So they say this cliff is about 50 to 60 feet high, I believe is what they say. It's very sketchy. It's not a place that I would stand at. I've been up to the ledge several times, like I've said, throughout the years, and it's a very, very creepy, eerie feeling in the forest alone. I've had a lot of strange things happen to me. On the road where the girl was found tied to a tree years ago, I was driving down the road, unbeknownst of what had happened here. My arms started really hurting, and they felt like they were almost like being stretched out or pulled or something like that. And later on I found out we were actually on the road where the girl was found tied to the tree inside the forest. So that was one of the things that happened to me while I was in there. Another investigation that I did a few years back, I was with my husband in a small team that I had formed. We were walking down one of the paths in the forest. I'm not even sure where it was. And we had someone actually rolling camera, and I almost actually was on my ghost story again because of this footage. And I can't even remember what happened. I know there was like lost footage, and we didn't end up being on the show again because I was on my ghost story before. So the producers actually wanted me to come on again, but something happened with the evidence. I don't know if it was mine. I'm pretty positive that the evidence just disappeared from my phone because everything was set to be on the show, and I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So I took a photo. Oh, I just totally got off my story, but I have to tell you this one. So I took a photo while we were doing this the same night, the same investigation. I took a photo, and I captured a photo of a door. And everybody that looks at the photo just couldn't debunk it, couldn't see a shadow, couldn't figure out what it was. It was like in the tree line, and it was a perfect door, like a door to a house. So, and then it just disappeared off my phone, and that was that, and that's a true story. And I don't know what else to say. It was clearly a door. So going back to this, we were walking down the path. My husband was somewhere ahead of me, and I felt someone grab my hand. And at the same time, when I was saying, I felt like someone touched my hand, the guy who was recording said, oh, when I went back during the film, we picked up an EVP which said, hold my hand. So that was another experience that I had. I'm just trying to go back to the ones that I can really remember. And so like I was saying earlier, this last time when we were walking out of the forest, I started getting very heavy in my chest, until the point that it almost felt like I was maybe having like an asthma attack. I couldn't breathe. I was very heavy, almost maybe like lightly being choked and held back. I can't explain it. It was a very frightening experience, and I don't know how else to come across to let people know what I'm feeling when you can't see something, but it feels as if something was trying to hold me in the forest. Like I've told you, I've been back here several times. I've even driven there without even knowing about it. That's a whole nother story for another day. But yes, I ended up finding myself in the Freetown forest by myself. Why would I ever drive there by myself? Exactly. So we will be going back for a part 2, and I really hope that you guys enjoy this part 1 of the video. Until next time, please leave any comments in the comment box below. If you guys see anything that we didn't pick up, or if you hear anything on any of the EVPs that we put out that maybe we didn't hear, or see something in the background, please also leave that in the comment box below and give this video a thumbs up. Now this is just one of the stories, and nobody is sure because another part of the Bridgewater Triangle is the Profile Rock, which I've also been to. There's a couple other significant places within the Bridgewater Triangle that there actually was a battle held between the Puritans and the Native Americans. So they say there could have possibly also been a massacre here on the Assonet Ledge. Now, the one story says that the Indians would jump over the ledge just so they wouldn't be killed by a Puritan. They would take their own lives, but this can't be true because there wasn't any water at the time. It was only operating as a quarry. So I'm not sure about that part. As far as was there a war between them on this ledge, I absolutely would not doubt it because so many other areas of the forest there was. So I cannot tell you that story for sure. Like I said, if you guys are into history, please look it up. It goes so much beyond just the paranormal world. And when I go to these different places, I will let you in on the history of all of the places that we go to. So the Freetown Forest is an area that's inside of the Bridgewater Triangle. I'm covering the Freetown Forest and the Assonet Ledge because this is where we took our last trip. I am going back for a part 2 of this video. The kids were pretty riled up and being loud through a lot of the EVPs, so we are going to go back and investigate and walk through different areas of the forest as well. But just so you know, inside of the Bridgewater Triangle is the site of tons of paranormal activity. It's not just right within the Freetown Forest. Like I told you, I have completed the entire Bridgewater Triangle. We did go and do a family investigation at the Hockomock Swamp, but we did a day investigation because it is one of the trickiest places that I've been, and I do not know how we would navigate around that swamp. It is literally areas where you can completely sink in, so it's not the smartest thing to do during the day. I would like to go back there come spring or a nice warm day that I get this fall. Perhaps go back and do some EVPs and show you guys that. I was originally going to do a video on the Hockomock Swamp, and I deleted all the material because I hadn't done enough in the investigation. So maybe I will just go back. Do you guys want to see us go back to the Hockomock Swamp? If so, leave it in the comment box. Also, while we're there, please hit like on this video because it takes so much work and so much editing through all of these videos. I would truly appreciate if you guys just liked this video, and if you do, please also subscribe. So some of the paranormal activity that goes on within the Bridgewater Triangle have been UFO sightings by actually President Ronald Reagan while he was in the ledge area of Assonet. There has been human and animal sacrifices and mutilations here. Satanic cult activity is still said to be going on here. There have been numerous murders here. There was a girl, I forget what year it was. Again, I welcome you guys, if you're interested in the paranormal, look up the Bridgewater Triangle, look up this video, Freetown Forest, Assonet Ledge, and find out the information on your own. It's absolutely fascinating. Rabid dogs, giant snakes, phantom lights, puckwudgies, which are a Native American law, L-O-R-E, that's lore. Assonet means in Wampanoag, place of stones. So it used to be a quarry years and years ago. Just wanted to let you guys know that little tidbit of information. I never thought that feature actually worked.
You want candy?
This place definitely just has a really creepy vibe at night. It's so different. I mean, I always feel energy. So we've been... Has anyone seen it again yet?
Yes. Yeah. It was wicked bright and now it's dimming again.
If the moon was out, it'd be a little bit different.
The fuck? What was that? Can you say the name of someone here tonight? Yeah. Matter of fact, go somewhere behind me.
I bought a REM pod
To the left.
for Gettysburg.
Feels like that's like walking in pitch black on like boulders.
Don't we still have those shots in the fridge?
There we say something's actually walking behind you, right?
Actually, yeah, we could.
Well, we've got a lot of,
She's drunk too.
I did.
One day I won't be a skeptic.
We've got some voices say something.
Pennsylvania, so
I asked them to name somebody that was here.
A really
They did say family, which we are all a family. And both my sons are engaged now, so we technically and literally are all a family. And they said also witch. When I asked who is here, which, yes, I'm a witch. Or are you a witch? Because there's also a story of a witch that they say still lives here in the Freetown forest. Again, I welcome you to Google the Freetown State Forest in Massachusetts, part of the Bridgewater Triangle. I have now I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
You are nothing. So if there isn't just a cowardly girl here, who else here is with us? If there's someone at the bottom of the ledge, there's a body at the bottom of this ledge, can you let us know this? If there's a body that we need to retrieve, the bottom of that water.
Where's Seth? Is that Seth over there?
No, he's over here.
Well, it's me.
No, behind you. Seth is here tonight with us. Seth is my son.
Oh, awesome.
I've been getting words.
Yeah, it said something. I don't know what it said.
It said it really loud. Who's here with us tonight? What's your name? Did you die here? Were you killed or murdered here?
Where are we going?
Did you hear that? Were you murdered here? Hello? See how fast the numbers all of a sudden go up? Can you say the name of someone here tonight?
Go on a path. With that EMF,
Can you say the name of someone here tonight? Yeah. Matter of fact, go somewhere behind me.
I bought a REM pod
To the left.
for Gettysburg.
The fuck? No. What was that?